What's up, fam? It's your girl Stephanie, aka Edini Hastustapapa. And we're just gonna get a Earth Warrior Oracle. It's just one single card because the messages on there are so long. So I'm just kind of shuffling up right now so we can get us a message. Okay, pulling one. What we got here? All right, so we have Pueo, guardian of the Aumakua, 24, which reduces to a 6. For me, represents healing. 2 represents decisions. 4 represents self. So this is us making a decision to choose self. Well, part of the message. That's why I just get from the numerology. So let's read and get more wisdom, because obviously going to be a lot of wisdom in this card with the 2 owls. Ashe, ashe, little. It says, no matter how compelling an experience of challenge, darkness, or defeat may seem, you have divine protection and the promise of safe passage through the dawn. You will see and hear truth of the light. You shall not be alone on this journey. Soul guides now help you find your true north. If you have been proceeding along a dangerous path, even unknowingly, Pueo will navigate you safely away from evil and ill wishing, guiding you back to your higher purpose and sacred path, choosing you, your higher self, your higher purpose, your sacred path. In a reading, it says, information that may have been hidden for a time will come to light. There is a guiding intelligence assisting you safely through a situation in your life that is otherwise confusing or dangerous for you. There are divine powers helping you in all situations to do with battles, unfairness, or injustice, whether you are consciously aware of these things or not. Let's read that again. There are powers helping you in all situations to do with battles, unfairness, or injustice, whether you are consciously aware of these things or not. Trust in the signs that you see and especially in the truth that you hear. Sometimes beneath what is actually being said, Ashe, the accuracy of your insights and perceptions are heightened at this time. Aumakua in Hawaiian refers to venerable ancestors. This oracle also indicates that loved ones on the other side are sending you love and assistance and are receiving your prayers and intentions for their own healing. It's the spiritual guidance for this card. Through the form of Pueo, the guardian owl of Hawaii, invisible help from the spiritual worlds is with you, guiding and protecting you through spiritual warfare, seen and unseen. The concept of being in battle may seem far removed from what is, for many modern people, a fairly comfortable daily existence. Yet when we feel blocked from fulfilling our life purpose, whether due to a busy schedule, inner doubts, external obstacles, or some other unknown reason, spiritual warfare is exactly what is taking place. Pueo comes to you with powerful protection for your soul during spiritual battle. Even when you cannot sense the spiritual light, it is with you, taking the form of allies in the realm of nature, soul, and spirit to secure your safe passage through challenge and into fulfillment. The Hawaiian legend of Pueo tells the story of a man, Oahu, 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 who robbed an owl's nest. Upon hearing the sadness of the owl's protest, he was overcome by compassion and returned the precious items to the nest. Revering the owl as a sacred creature worthy of respect and protection, honoring her as a divine being. This was considered blasphemous by the ruling lawmen, and Oahu's execution was ordered. As the execution was about to take place, owls began to gather, darkening the skies with their wings, making it impossible for the executioner to see or act, and Oahu walked free, protected by the sacred feminine that he had chosen to protect. As spiritual beings, we have great power to take from this world, to use and exploit the feminine world of soul and nature to suit our own personal agendas. And you may be feeling that, collective. You may feel there is a masculine energy that has exploited your feminine world, your soul, your nature, for their own personal agendas. But it says, yet when we honor the soul realm as sacred, protect the feminine, and recognize her divinity, we can trust in her generosity and assistance in return. When we forego disrespect and theft, she will answer us with extraordinary reward. Pueo comes as a reminder that the soul realm of the divine feminine is real, powerfully active, and influential in the earthly realm. So again, if someone has come against you as a feminine energy, know that they will be punished, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It says, through impediments and restraints that have been imposed on you by the physical world may seem intimidating. It says, though impediments may seem intimidating, and your mind may become enraged and want to dominate circumstances in response. And Pueo brings reassurance. So I feel like there may have been a masculine energy, possibly another feminine energy acting out of her masculine that has offended the divine feminine energy within you. And you're possibly enraged, and want to dominate and make in response. But be reassured, okay? So she is capable of overcoming the odds against you, freeing you to live the life you are spiritually destined to live. You're being freed. You will overcome whatever is trying to come against you, and you will live the life that you are spiritually destined to live. It says, have faith in that which you know to be sacred, even when those around you cannot recognize its true nature. This masculine or this people around you may not be able to or cannot recognize the true nature and beauty and power that is the divine feminine. When the divine mother comes to you as Pueo, she also brings a warning to pay attention to anything that would undermine your joy, your sense of effectiveness in your purpose, and anything or anyone that provides distraction or drains your vitality. Claim your right to life and win the spiritual battle by honoring the necessity. There you go. Win the spiritual battle by honoring the necessity of your own soul expression. Allow her to use her lethal talents and unparalleled skills in the hunt to locate and destroy any influence that would lead to your demise. Be willing to trust, let go, and change course, or affirm your current path and let nothing derail your progress. According to your inner soul guidance at this time, the healing process for this card says you will need either a darkened room or a light eye cover, such as a small scarf, for this exercise. Find a place where you can feel safe and secure secure to rest quietly, and say aloud, I'll call upon the unconditionally loving protection of the Divine Mother, Ashe. She contains the divine light so that even in darkness, I am completely and divinely protected. I forgive myself and others now for all actions, thoughts, and beliefs that led to betrayal of the soul. This forgiveness cleanses my heart and mind, Ashe. I am now free to honor and respect the sacred order of life and have trust in my rightful divine place within that great order. Now it is time. This is the next part. You're done with what you need to say. Now it is time to rest. Cover your eyes or darken the room as you sink into a feeling of being held as you rest deep into the darkness. You may like to imagine, feel, visualize, or pretend that the great owl guardian, Pueo, silently flies around you. You may hear her screech. She hunts down whatever that would harm you. She hunts down what would harm you. She scares away enemies. You are safe, loved, and protected. When you are ready, you will slowly return to the day-to-day world, stretch and move to ground yourself again. You have completed your healing process. Wow, that was beautiful. I am going to re-listen to that part and do the healing process again myself. This was a great message, exactly what I needed. So yeah, family, hope that helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Love you all, and until next time, peace.